Hey guys, how you going? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to be doing another video on the 121. In this video we're going to be looking at the left-hand rear door lock actuator on the vehicle. I've already gone as far as pulling the door card off and having a look at the concern down here. You'll see the door lock actuator is seized in the open position there, so it does not work at all. Now these are a dealership fitted component back in the day, along with the air conditioning on these vehicles of this era. So what we're going to do is I've bought a pack of 4. I'm going to start by replacing this door lock actuator here just to get the whole system working. Go from there and then probably do the rest of them. So we'll start by taking out this faulty actuator here and get the system reworking again. So there's the old component there. As you can see, it's stuck out. I cannot push that in at all, where this one operates a lot freer. So that's the replacement component. That's what it is. And then with the kit here, it comes with all the new hardware, bracketry, and the rods to set the length for the actuator to work. We're just going to use the original setup of here, because that's already been used, so I know it'll work. So I'll just swap it all over. I'm going to wire these in now. I can see that the original wires here, they were just soldered in. So I'm going to crimp these, heat shrink them, make them look all nice, and then we'll go and mount it in. Also, just a quick note guys, whenever you're playing around with wires or whatnot, make sure you disconnect either the battery or the circuit that is running the wires. In this instance, I've disconnected the 15 amp fuse that are running the actuators, so just in case if I was to cut anything, not that it would be sending any signal to the actuator at this point, but just in case, always disconnect the power source there so you don't blow up either the module or melt any wiring in the process. Sorry, sweetheart. Why do I have that? I have some water in my door. Obviously, they are not working. Ew. Oh yeah. Yum. So they're the wires all stripped. Now instead of soldering these new actuators in, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a crimp on the wire there to crimp onto the new actuator there. So I'll cut off those butt terminals there, or bullet terminals if you would, and then hook on some nice crimps. Much like what I did with the alternator on the Sierra there. So I'll start crimping them and I'll show you what it looks like afterwards. So that's what we're going for there. All nice and crimped up there. Open barrel design there, so the other wire from the actuator goes straight into that. So that's a nice solid crimp, that's not going to go anywhere. So we'll finish up doing the other side, we'll put some heat shrink on, and then we'll finish clipping in the actuator there. Alright, so I've hooked that all back up. It's all nice and put the heat shrink on it. Ready to lock and load. So I've just put the fuse back in just to test to see if the actuator does anything. So you guys let me know if we have a win. Alright, so it looks like that actuator does work now. So what we're going to do is we're going to fit it back to the door, hook it up to the rods and everything, and then test it out with gun locking the door. Alright guys, so I've got that all reconnected there, and that's how the actuator hooks up to the main rod there for the door. So the idea is there, obviously it'll pull it depending if it's locked or unlocked. So that's all done and that works correctly. I now need to pull off the right hand front door there, because that just needs adjustment on the rod there, so I can pop all the rest of the doors, because I have to pull the lock button pretty high past the point to make it all work. So I'm just going to pop that door off and just have a look at it. And since I'm done with this door, I'm obviously going to put the door card back on. Let's get it. Alright guys, so we're on the driver's door now. So to take off the door card here, we've got a little cover hole here that'll have a screw. So we've got a screw down in there. We'll have a screw over here. And then a very grubby screw down in there. With the window winders, there is just a little clip in behind there. Don't know if the camera will pick that up. So that little gold clip there, just be careful taking them out. They will take off and you will not find them again. So we'll take all them off and get the door out. Alright, so here's the other actuator, obviously in a different sort of location. This one's got a lot more wires because this is obviously the one that gets all the feed. So there's our adjustment that needs to be made there. So I'll play around with the adjustment on that and hopefully get something to work there. Alright guys, I finished playing around with the actuator in that door. So now when I go and lock the door, all the door locks work, and then when I go and unlock, all the door locks work. So with that all done, that comes to a win for today. I still got to try and work out how to... I've got the Mazda remote there, so I just got to figure out the programming. That's our module down there. Now I believe it's a genuine component there, and I do have the instructions on how to code it all. It's just not playing the game for me, so I'll figure that out at another time. For today, I'll leave it all there. Also, as a side note there, with the window winders, if you ever get the chance to play with them, make sure you stick the clip back in so that you can just bang it straight on the door and not have a problem with it. Alright guys, that's all I got time for working on the little 121 here. If you enjoyed the how-to on a replacement for a door lock actuator, make sure you like and subscribe. It does help with what I'm doing in the direction that I'll be going or whatnot. I am still very new to doing the whole YouTube side of things with editing and all that stuff. It's all new and unfamiliar at this point. With the parts for this configuration, it seems like it's an aftermarket door lock. Potentially you can use that knowledge across the range on any automotive actuator in relation to whatever application you're using for doors. I do have other parts lined up still for the Zook as well as the Falcon, just service components just to keep up with maintenance on it. By all means, you know, if you enjoy doing this stuff, get yourself a car, spanner away on it, get some mates around, get some family members around. I do the same thing. I enjoy it. Everyone enjoys having their mates around, play around on some cars. With all that said and done, this will be me for now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.